Hey guys, welcome back. You're still tuned into Business Lunch. Let's bring you a very interesting conversation now. My colleague Shivani spoke with Bhupender Vakankar, Director of Global Trade at Amazon India. In a wide-ranging discussion, Bhupen spoke of Amazon's India's ambitious export goals and how this could really benefit markets like India. Take a look.
It's really an exciting story. So let me start with just how it all started. Right, 2015 is when the program was initiated. We started with a very small seller base, only about 100 sellers. Right, and over the last 8 years, we've grown to over 1.25 lakh exporters who've been on the Amazon Global Selling Program. Right, and the short summary is in 2020, when Jeff Bezos was here in Delhi, the program was in its 5th year, and we had said that by the time we reached the 10-year mark, we would do $10 billion in cumulative exports. And as a result of sort of that focus, what we saw was by about halfway into that pledge, by mid-2022, we felt that we are definitely going to cross $10 billion very easily. And so in mid-2022, we said we will double the goal and do $20 billion by 2025. And as you mentioned, we are very happy to report by 2023, which is 3 years since the pledge was made, we've already reached the $8 billion numbers. Right? So we are quite very happy with the progress that has happened. The first $5 billion took us about 7 years, and the last sort of $3 billion from 5 to 8 took us about a year and a half. So that's sort of the acceleration that we are starting to see in the ecosystem and with the sellers participating in a more disproportionate manner.
So by 2025, we expect 20 billion? 20
billion is what we want to hit over the next 2 years. So 8 going to 20 is a very aggressive challenge, but we are all up for it.
If I may ask, we just spoke that, you know, there are manufacturing hubs and across, it has democratized exports. Which are the countries that we are seeing the most response from?
Of course, the natural trend is it goes by sort of the purchasing power of the economy and the purchasing power of the people and so on. So naturally, America sort of, United States is the top market. And then you see UK and Germany and Japan and then Canada and Australia. We also see countries where we have traditional trade routes like UAE and Singapore, also sort of a very interesting market because the diaspora is there, or just sort of the business relationships are there.
True.
So these are sort of countries that are sort of largely accounting for bulk of this growth.
Yeah, but if I were to ask you about the supply chains, are there any major challenges that you're facing because you're dealing with smaller businesses? And
That's right.
On that count, when I'm asking you that, are there some sort of dialogue and discussions going on with the government of India to maybe tweak the policy to tailor to these kind of export businesses?
That's a very fundamental question, and I'm glad you asked it the way you asked it. Because B2C exports is a very different ball game. I think I was just having a conversation earlier where traditionally B2B exporters is where a few thousand or few 10,000 enterprises at a medium to large scale are doing trade with a few hundred or a few thousand companies across the globe, and they're selling maybe 10, 20, 30,000 products. But B2C commerce has revolutionized the access of selection. And just to give you some statistics from Amazon Global Selling, we have over 1.25 lakh exporters who have been on the Global Selling Program. They have sold, you will not believe, over 26 crore unique types of products.
Wow.
To over 200 million plus customers.
All right, an interesting chat with Amazon India.